Is there anyone in charge of the sound?
Yeah, sound.
Is there any monitor in here?
More feedbacks in the monitor, please.
I need them speakers turned up.
Can you hear me from here?
No, not very well, I just hear the slapback. But it doesn't really matter, does it?
Well, maybe you want to see. The first cassette I ever got was Hunting High and Low,
Yeah.
by Aha. So I basically grew up with Aha as the biggest pop stars in Norway, and almost 30 years later you still are, and now you're documented in this photo book by Stian. So welcome to Mr. Morten Harket. First of all, Stian, the last time I interviewed you, you had released a photo book with Norwegian notorious rock band Turbo Negro, and in that book you captured a lot of dramatic scenes from traveling with a rock and roll circus around the world. But now you've been traveling with Aha for 10 years. What is the biggest difference between traveling with a band like Turbo Negro and then entering the world of Aha?
Luckily, I didn't get my head chopped off, so I survived. But what I've tried to do with this project, the similarities, is to present Aha in the type of same rock and roll way, like the grainy, hardcore, dirty look, which I think like presents a big contrast.
Because looking at this photo we got here,
Yeah.
which is one of the photos from the book.
Yeah.
Where is this photo
This is
taken?
from Chile, actually. Yeah, from the to the mountain tour. Big venue, I remember. Blondie supported them. I was like, wow, yeah, this is good. So it's like, I think it's like a typical iconic picture that tells everything about Morten being a great frontman that he is, actually.
How is it working with a photographer around you at almost all times, Morten?
Well, I think that's two questions. What it's like to work with a photographer around me and what it's like to work with Stian around me.
How is it working with Stian around you?
Well, Stian actually, he has a way of fitting in where he is both right in your face and kind of not noticeable at the same time. So that's why he has become very good, I think. It's one of the reasons, certainly. So it's been, for the band, I think I can speak on behalf of Paul and Magna as well, it's really been easy to work with Stian.
And then now you've been working with him for 10 years. How long did it take for you to trust him being around you?
Mind you, the past 10 years have been really fast. So I haven't felt them. Earlier 10-year periods have lasted longer than this last one. But 10 years, I haven't thought of it as 10 years until you tell me now that it's actually been over a period of 10 years, which means that Stian is sitting on documentation now that's kind of becoming valuable.
But it's like, this is something that develops gradually, you know. It starts with them phoning me up, can you do this? And you have a successful first photo shoot. You do the second one and you feel there's a good chemistry and you develop a trust thing. And we started to talk about, can we do something more than just like the promotion and cover pictures? We didn't really know what to do in 2005, how to do more, but it ended up in this project, and yeah, they wouldn't have let me into the cage without this trust, so to speak.
But you've been traveling all around the world with Aha, and in the book there are lots of pictures of enthusiastic fans. What was the most dramatic moment in your time covering Aha?
This is from Rio, and we're sitting in Paul's limo.
taken from inside the
This is
car.
from
right?
inside the limo. They had just finished up the last ever gig in Rio.
It's not inside the limo, it's from inside.
Thank you.
Clever boy, clever boy. Yeah, and we couldn't get out of the fucking place because it was so crowded, and the crowd went mental. And people is talking about Justin Bieber mania. This is Aha mania. Fucking hell. I mean, this is we couldn't get out, and Paul decided to roll down the window, and they. I mean, I was shit scared. For them, it's just another day at work. For me,
Just another
it's,
day at the office.
Yeah, another day at the office. You know what I mean? Like, but for me, it's a scary experience.
Well, it's both true and at the same time, it's a volatile scene always, and things can actually turn ugly and turn bad, and people can get hurt. So it carries a lot of responsibility that we are, and then any act doing what we do, you become very aware of that. The main reason for carrying security is to make sure that situations don't get out of hand. That it's not really to so much look after the band as to actually look after the crowd as well. That's how it works.
You have some more pictures here from. I think you have some pictures. This is from.
This is recording the foot of the mountain, and this is actually recording the title track in New Jersey, Hoboken, and I mean, this part of the album, they're recording in this quite rock and roll studio. It's the same studio that Sonic Youth normally uses. Quite dim the lighting, and I try to be. It was shitty lightning, and I you know the building lamps that you use. So just 5 minutes before we came in, I was like, just to get this shot, I have to just plug it in and just do it. And I did, and it's an immense heat that develops. And being so professional and gentleman at the same time, he didn't care at all. And I stood like 15 centimeters from his face, just capturing it all while he laid down the vocals.
That's 15 centimeters from my face. What kind of lens were you using?
It's a fish fly. Come on. So I mean, but that's so. I mean, that's people are talking about pop stars and diva and all that shit, but I mean, he didn't mind at all. And I stood there, I was like shit scared from sneezing and everything, just to ruin the vocal track. He didn't mind. And after 30 minutes, Paul came in. Stian, do you have any good photos now? Because I would love to have some good vocals in the album too. And it just kicked me out. But you just never said a word.
Morten, does it affect you having a photographer this close when you're recording vocals, or do you just like zone out of it?
It's something you learn to accept. It's not something you love. I've never loved being photographed. I've never really